Hi, my name is Tyler Anderson. Today's date is August 11, 2025, and today we'll be filming a video source inspection for Sitek Process Solutions. I'm going to get this tool started, and then I'm going to begin describing our refurbishment process and identifying this tool. To begin, we're going to make sure we have a cassette that's fully loaded with our substrates. We'll close the door and press the start button to get this going. Today we're reviewing a fully refurbished 270S head assembly that came out of a double stack 870S. Since our videos are uploaded to the web and we want to keep our customers' privacy, we typically would use a purchase order number to identify this tool. However, this order was placed on a credit card, so there's no associated purchase order number. To begin our refurbishment process, like every SRD, we're going to break the SRD down to the component level. We're going to disassemble everything and test it for functionality. Once we disassemble this, we're going to pass this on to the dry quality control area, where we slowly rebuild and test each component level by itself to make sure that it has full functionality and that everything is working correctly. Once it's past our dry quality control, we then move it to our wet quality control area, where we're going to install the facilities, we're going to run the tool, and make sure that everything is as it should be. We're going to be using 50 different process recipes that vary, ensuring that no matter what recipe our customer wants to use, the SRD is going to be functioning correctly. Our customer for this one decided to send in only the head assembly because they had one of their head assemblies on the double stack 870S was functioning properly, and they didn't want to have to remove any of the poly or send any of that in because everything was looking great on that front. We're running a typical spin, rinse, dryer process for this run. It's going to be a rinse step where we're going to spray DI water into the chamber while spinning the substrates and getting any contaminant that could possibly be on there removed. We're then going to be followed by a quick purge section to make sure that no DI water remains in the lines and that it's ready to move on to our dry process steps. The first one will be a dry one. We're going to run it at a higher RPM for a shorter amount of time, making sure that we use centrifugal force to remove any of the excess water before it goes into dry 2, where we're going to engage the heaters, slow the RPM down, and really let it run out to remove any remaining water that's in the bowl. As we can see during our rinse step right here, we have some water on the front part of the bowl. It'll slowly ramp down as we go into our purge section. In addition to refurbishments, Sitek also offers 100% of spare parts and service required to keep this. That includes motors, motor repairs, amps, amp repairs, door seals, solenoid valves, rotor stop positioners, tack sensors, even the vibration grommets to help with the any vibration that could be seen in the chamber. If you need it for your spin rinse dryer, we can absolutely support it. We also do more than just SRDs. We also can service and provide parts for your HTC box washers. And we've recently added a few new product lines to our catalog. Those include Sitek mask aligners, Sitek wet benches, and a new Sitek box washer that we can also offer you with a new upgraded PLC touchscreen display. If you have any questions about any of the other equipment or any of the services or parts that we offer, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and we'd be happy to point you in the right direction. I'm going to step off the screen here for a second. We're going to let the SRD run, and I'll come back at the end of the process to wrap this up. looks like we have about 30 seconds left of our dry tube process. We'll notice that the rotor slowly ramps down in speed, but we want to make sure that rotor stop positioner fires and the rotor fully uprights before we attempt to open the door. Attempting to open the door beforehand can lead to excessive damage of the tool. We can also notice that on the front of our window here, we're not seeing any water left over. That's a great sign showing that our dry sequence is being performed accurately. So right here, the rotor is slowly ramping down for speed, but we're gonna wait for it to upright entirely before opening it. Right there, our rotor is uprighted. We can now safely open the door. We can pull out the cassette, which is warm to the touch, which is a great sign. Our substrate's completely dry. We can see a few water spots remaining around the bowl, which is an entirely okay thing. It just shows us that the SRD was working properly. And there we go. The video source inspection is complete. This tool is ready to be shipped back to our customer. If you have any more questions about any of the services or products that Sitek can help you with, please reach us at 916-797-9000, or you can reach me directly at 916-975-2215. Thank you and have a great day.